welcome back to Zagami Beauty. I'm Krysia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, of course, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So on the radar, which actually wasn't on the radar for me anyways, NATASHA Denona Triochrome palette. I was not going to purchase this. I saw the colors and really didn't think it was for me, and maybe it's still not for me. I don't know, we'll see. I don't play with color. I'm an everyday makeup lover. I don't want colors that I can't wear to work or on an everyday basis, you know, with my girls or whatever. So, I mean, of course, makeup, you can do whatever the heck you want, absolutely. But I'm not usually into color. The pastel-y colors, muted tones, really attracted me after looking at it for so long, and I didn't watch any videos, so I'm kind of just going in blind right now. We'll see. We'll do a look out of this palette. I'm sure you guys have seen some reviews. Hopefully today's review comes from an approach of just an everyday makeup lover, just to see if this palette is really worth it for someone who just does typical natural everyday looks. Before we get started, of course, I invite you to subscribe, ring the notification bell, give it a like. Also leave me a comment at the end as well. I'm not sure if you guys noticed as I was holding this up, the packaging is, I wouldn't say trichrome, duochrome, still absolutely gorgeous. This is one of her bigger palettes, so same thing as like the Biba palette, Tropic palette, Safari palettes. I haven't really even swatched this yet. We'll go over swatches at the end. Those are the colors there. It is so gorgeous. I mean, you can definitely do looks kind of going row from row, so more of a green look, which has been the more popular look on Instagram. I think that's just kind of the more really unique look. We have a purpley row and then a more muted pinky corally row. Not sure which row I'm going to use yet. I'm probably not going to do the green because I think the green, like I said, I've seen so many pictures on Instagram, so I'm going to try and do one of the other two looks. This was a little bit more money. I believe it was $179 Canadian, $129 US. Got it during the sale, so mostly a matte palette, and then you do have your trichrome shades down the middle. Those three shades there are the trichrome shades. Like I said, we'll do swatches at the end. I'll kind of go row by row and do some really good swatches for you guys and some good lighting. I do own those liquid versions of these colors. The green color is a color that comes in one of the liquids. The other two in here are different, and those ones are gorgeous. They are absolutely beautiful. They dry down. They do give that trichrome effect so beautifully, very sheeny. In a powdered form, I don't know how impactful it's going to be in comparison to the liquid. I'll do some swatches with my liquids as well, just to show you guys the differences. And that's an option too, because those are less money. If you get one or two of those, you're still golden with some really intense looks. And now the moment of truth. What am I gonna do? I think I want to do the second row, although the third row is pulling me hardcore. But I decided to do the middle row. I just kind of did an eeny, meeny, miny, mo between those bottom two, and that was the winner. I'm kind of nervous, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna start off with putting this color into the crease. That's called NAGA. This is like the prettiest pink, you guys. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited. And I always sweep a little bit of whatever's left over just underneath. You guys, this is so pretty. I'm going to build up my crease just a little bit more before we go with the trichrome with Tungsten. So that color there. And this mirror is so beautiful. Oh, you guys, these shades are really blending in so well. I thought they were going to be maybe a little bit chalky or something because pastels just look like they would go that way, but they're not. They're very creamy. No skipping, no patchiness, very consistent lay down of the color. Okay, I'm going to go in next with the trichrome shade. Actually, no, I'm going to put in a little bit of Redox, which is a little bit more of a lilac-y color, right in that inner corner a little bit. And that one went on a lot darker. I'm not sure if I like that, but that's okay. We're playing, right? And I really thought that was gonna go on a lot more bright. I was actually hoping that was chalky, so it was lighter, but it's not. It has quite a bit of pigment. And then I'm gonna go back in with that first color and just sort of blend in everything. This NAGA color is like my favorite out of all of them so far. So moment of truth, we're gonna go in with Kinetic, that trichrome shade, which should be the star of the eyelid show. Okay, very beautiful. Not triochrome, my opinion. Once I kind of show you guys the comparison swatches between the liquids and this, there's no comparison. The liquids just are a little bit more impactful and truly trichrome. Still absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm probably gonna put something on underneath. I'm gonna take a little bit of NAGA first. And then probably that really bluey shade that I thought was gonna go lilac, so Redox. Now, I want to do something on my lash line, so I will take that darkest shade, Manganese, and none of these are super, super dark, so you don't have a ton of like liner shades or smoky shades, but I don't think that's the intention of this. I think it still needs to stay sort of fairy-like, sort of ethereal. I am going to go with Manganese, and then just sort of pseudo line the lash line. I'm going to do the same thing just on the lower lash line, just at the edge there. That one is really smooth for being kind of a darker purpley burgundy shade. Very smooth, no fallout. Okay, I think we're done. I mean, I don't feel like that trichrome shade is too crazy, so I'm going to put a little bit more on. There we go. It's a little bit more there, but it's not like overly, like I said, impactful. So if you're wanting it to be kind of like the liquid shades, it's not there. Still stunning though. I'm gonna go and put on some mascara and be right back. Okay guys, mascara's on, lipstick. Can you guess? Can you guys guess? Sexual Healing from NARS. It's just easy. Love it so much. And what do I think of this palette? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And before I go gushing into it, I just wanted to go over the swatches for you guys. We're gonna go from top row to bottom row, left to right. First we have Scrap, Androdite, Scarab, Ion, and Ver. All these colors are beautiful. The one that's kind of a little bit chalky was Androdite, but I think it'd be beautiful to sort of blend out the edges. Next row, NAGA, Manganese, Kinetic, Redox, and Tungsten. So Kinetic is probably going to be out of the three trichrome shades the least dramatic. Still beautiful. The one I'm wearing today, I'll show you close up later on my eyes. NAGA, my absolute favorite thus far. So beautiful in the crease as your first transition shade. Redox, I really wasn't expecting it to be as dark as it was, so I wasn't super happy with it going into my inner corner area. I know for next time, of course, because it's a little bit deceiving when you look at it in the pan. Last row, we have Vertex, Plutonium, Color Flip, Garmin, and Diatonic. Very unique colors. Vertex, again, nothing crazy substantial, but it'll be beautiful to blend out those edges. Color Flip is such a beautiful shade. It sort of like shifts from green to purpley to gold and bronze. So beautiful. Can't wait to play with that entire row as well. Those are the swatches, and like I said, they're not chalky. Those mattes, just basically, when you're applying them, you're not getting absolutely any fallout. It's almost like this like dusting that comes off when you're using them. It's like this fine milled powder. So they go on beautifully onto the eye. They blend beautifully. There's no patchiness. My inner corner, I really didn't like it, especially initially on camera when I looked at it back before applying mascara, because it's too dark. It's not a shade that I want to use in my inner corner. So what I did was I went in and put Androdite in there just to kind of like lighten it up a little bit, and it was good. But then what I did, because it still wasn't bright enough for me, is I just put in a little bit of my pearly color from Cargo. This just kind of woke it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys a close-up of my eye look. I just love this palette so much, you guys. I really didn't think I would. I don't know, I just want to play with it more and more and more, and I've never owned a colorful palette, and if I have, I don't know if they're tucked away somewhere. I don't think so. Did I give any away? I just honestly don't think I've ever had a colorful palette. I am so happy that I invested in this palette. It was a little bit more money, but I'm going to get so much use out of it. It is beautiful. It is fun. It is still muted enough that you're not going to go crazy dramatic really fast using this palette alone. If you wanted to add more smokier, darker shades, you could go quite dramatic with it. But using these shades, it's still quite wearable and in those really muted, beautiful, feminine, fairy-like tones. I really love it so much, you guys. I'm going to also now compare the three trichrome shades from the palette that were in the middle there to 3 shades I have in the Liquid Chromium shades that came out prior to this. Left to right, we have, of course, Scarab, Kinetic, and Color Flip. Beautiful, beautiful shades, but being powders, they don't have that same dimension as the ones next to it in the liquid versions. We have Infra Nude, Ultraviolet, and Dragonfly. These are just stunning. The sheen on them, the metallic gloss on them, and then when you can see the different colors, the trichrome coloring changes in the light, it's just, they're phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal. So what I would suggest if you want something special in your collection in terms of these trichrome shades is maybe get one of these liquid versions. I wore this to work one day. I got so many compliments from my coworkers. They really didn't know it was on my eye. They thought I was using so many different shadows and textures and stuff, but literally it was bronzer in my crease and then Infra Nude on my mobile lid. If I was going to recommend one, I'd go Infra Nude. The other ones are beautiful too. The palette's beautiful. It's all beautiful. What are we going to do? What are we gonna do? Anyways, leave me your thoughts down below. Have you guys invested in this palette yet? Are you teeter-tottering? Are you thinking about it? Let me know down below your thoughts if there's any questions. If you want me to do the 2 more looks, the top and the bottom, coming from someone who's very everyday capabilities, let me know down below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.